It was January 11th, 2016 when I started my journey from the United States all the way to Africa. The first place I went to when I landed was Cape Town. Cape Town has a population of about 3.5 million citizens. Next, I visited the Castle of Good Hope. The Castle of Good Hope is the oldest building of South Africa and has been standing for about 300 years. Next, I hit up Camps Bay, a premier tour destination of South Africa. Next, I took time to myself to go to Johannesburg. In 2011, the population of the city was 4,434,827, making it the largest city in South Africa. Then I took a trip up to the Table Mountains. While I was there, I learned that there are 2,200 different species of plants and animals that live on this mountain. After that, I went to the Botswana Kalahari Desert and visited the Kagladi Transfrontier Park. In September 2014, more than half of the Botswana portions of the park were sold for gas fracking. The Kagladi Transfrontier was the first formally declared transfrontier of Africa. It has many different wildlife animals such as gazelles, storks, lions, and meerkats. After that, I went to the Chobe National Park. At the beginning of the 20th century, the region that would become Botswana was divided into two different tentures. While there, I noticed some wildlife. The Chobe National Park is known to many well-known and famous animals, some of which include elephants that can weigh up to 16,000 pounds, cheetahs that can run up to 75 miles per hour, gazelles, which are the main food source of Africa for much animals, giraffes that can become up to a height of 16 to 20 feet, zebras who have a close relation to horses and donkeys, and last but not least, the hippo. The hippo is one of the most dangerous animals on Earth. After seeing all those animals, I had to do something really fun, so I hit up Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. Victoria Falls flows in between Zambia and Zimbabwe borders. While I was there, I went rafting and bungee jumping with my family. Then I took a long journey from Zambezi River through Malawi, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, and finally landed up in Uganda. While I was there, I visited the Kabale National Forest. The Kabale Fort Portal area is one of Uganda's most rewarding destinations to explore. What I learned there was that there's 26 to 27 degrees Celsius average temperatures, 13 different species of chimpanzees, 70 mammal species, 375 bird species, and a lot of brain piers from March to May and September to November. Then I went to Nairobi and noticed something different. This woman is known as Folarunsho Alakija. She is a Nigerian businesswoman who is the second richest African woman. Notice how she has very fine jewelry and accessories. Is this what we expect when we see Africa? In reality, Africa is facing mostly poverty. Over 87% of males and females of the age of over 18 do not have jobs in Africa. After seeing that, I went to Somalia, Mogadishu, but I was kind of warned against visiting there. There were a couple places I was allowed to visit, but most of the time I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. But then I heard the reason why. The reason I wasn't allowed to go there is because there are high threats of terrorism. It is highly advised at the moment not to go to Somalia, Mogadishu, because there is very high risk of getting kidnapped, killed, or bombed. The last places I visited before I headed back to Pittsburgh was Timbuktu, Mali. Places I visited there were historical architectures like the Palace of Buktu and Ahmed Baba manuscripts. This was a journey I'd never forget and hope to go back to Africa soon.